Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa maulah. Eh, yang bersama-sama kita hormati our honorable speaker, Mr. William Loh. So, welcome to UMS because this first time. Ayu, yeah. Thank you for coming along with us. That Pak William will deliver a very, very important topic. It's about how to make our abstract impactful. Huh? Ibu Husnun, terima kasih sudah menyelenggarakan kegiatan ini. Also, Mr. Wan Yat Cheng from Regional Director is Asia Emerald Publishing, Pak Irwan Sukardi dari Business Manager Indonesia Emerald Publishing, Ibu Sururin. Terima kasih juga sudah hadir. So we are 3 in 1. Mr. Wan, Mr. Irwan, and Ikhwan. Yeah. uh, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all in this very important workshop. As we know that how difficult we are when we are writing our research, making a report, and then probably we write many, many pages, and then how to grab into maybe just 215 words and then become a very powerful, and then everyone will just when they read our abstract, they become like curious, and then what happened in this article. So this is how actually how to sell our work, how to sell our research. So this is why I would like to thank you to all participants who come here, and please not just for you, but please share to other students, to many people, because this topic have a very, very benefit to everyone. Tidak hanya untuk kita, tapi juga teman-teman kita tentu saja yang mereka mungkin tidak hadir pada siang hari ini, karena UMS also have vision become world class university. So every single part in how to achieve our mission, our vision as a world class university is our responsibility as well. So thank you, Emerald, for supporting us, and also many of us that concern to this workshop. Sekali lagi, ini adalah sesuatu yang mungkin akan menjadi momentum besar karena nantinya adik-adik terutama mahasiswa akan menyelesaikan tugas akhirnya dengan publikasi. Kita ingin publikasinya di jurnal-jurnal yang bereputasi, di jurnal-jurnal internasional. Karena saya tahu, I really believe that you can do your research very well. Saya banyak membimbing mahasiswa S1 yang luar biasa risetnya, hanya belum berani jualan hasil risetnya. Research di undergraduate is very good because they really put the effort to get very good data. Karena mereka baru pertama dan mereka sangat ingin menunjukkan bahwa data mereka bagus, hanya kemudian ketika menulis dalam jurnal, apalagi menuliskan abstraknya, kadang-kadang hanya sekedar menulis rangkuman. Abstract and not just the summary. Abstract it should be more than summary. Dan hari ini we have Pak William Loh. There's a very expert on how to make our abstract impactful. Sekali lagi terima kasih untuk semua kehadirannya. Perpustakaan mungkin nanti akan kami juga mendorong perpustakaan bikin webinar series atau workshop seperti ini yang bisa mendekatkan teman-teman mahasiswa. Kadang-kadang kita sudah fasilitasi, tapi teman-teman mungkin agak kurang familiar atau justru terlalu familiar dengan digitalnya, jadi lupa bahwa kita punya perpustakaan. Jadi please come here, or maybe you can visit in our library website. Dan banyak, tadi saya lihat official YouTube kita bagus. Banyak, there are many content, good content, very well content about how to use this facility, dan banyak workshop-workshop yang menarik untuk bisa diikuti. Tapi pagi hari ini, siang hari ini, kami tentu terima kasih yang sudah hadir di tengah kesibukan Bapak Ibu sekalian. So I really appreciate for your effort, and I hope this workshop give us many benefit to our milestone. Yang S1 segera lulus skripsinya, yang S2 masternya, yang S3 segera juga publish di Scopus ya. So ini adalah sesuatu yang besar dan sangat penting, menjadi bagian sekali lagi dari UMS yang selalu ingin meningkatkan kualitas pendidikannya melalui berbagai bidang, termasuk tentu saja layanan perpustakaan dan layanan digital ini, UPT, perpustakaan dan layanan digital. Selamat mengikuti workshop penulisan abstrak with impact, dan mari bersama-sama let's open our workshop with reciting basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nasrun minallah wa fatkun qarib wa basyiril mu'minin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, terima kasih kepada Prof. Iwan atas sambutan yang diberikan. Selanjutnya mohon izin Prof. Iwan dan juga Bapak Ibu sekalian, kita akan melaksanakan foto bersama terlebih dahulu. Kepada Prof. Iwan dan para tamu, Mr. William juga, mohon untuk berdiri.
Satu, dua, tiga.
Baik, terima kasih pada Prof. Iwan dan Bapak Ibu sekalian atas kesediaannya untuk berfoto bersama. Selanjutnya untuk kepada Prof. Iwan, kami sangat mengharapkan agar Prof. Iwan berkenan mengikuti acara hingga akhir. Namun apabila masih memiliki agenda penting lainnya, kami persilakan untuk melanjutkan ke kegiatannya. Okay? Baik, Bapak Ibu, teman-teman peserta workshop yang berbahagia, tadi sebagaimana yang telah disampaikan oleh Prof. Iwan, workshop ini tentunya bertujuan untuk meningkatkan kemampuan kita dalam menulis abstrak ilmiah yang menarik perhatian editor dan juga pembaca, sehingga dapat meningkatkan peluang publikasi kita di jurnal internasional. Nah, hari ini kita akan belajar langsung dari praktisi internasional yang tentunya sangat ahli di bidangnya gitu. Beliau, mohon izin untuk ditampilkan CV-nya Mr. William. Beliau adalah Mr. William Loh, yang saat ini menjabat sebagai Customer Success Partner untuk wilayah Asia Timur di Emerald Publishing. Beliau memiliki latar belakang pendidikan di bidang nutrition dari Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia dan telah berkarir di industri penerbitan akademik sejak tahun 2019. Dalam perannya, beliau aktif bekerja sama dengan para peneliti, akademisi, dan mahasiswa untuk mendukung pengembangan riset, meningkatkan kualitas publikasi, serta mendorong dampak nyata dari penelitian. Sebelumnya, beliau memulai karir di Emerald Publishing sebagai business manager di Malaysia dan berhasil meraih penghargaan top 3 business manager di tahun 2021. Selain itu, beliau juga terlibat dalam berbagai kegiatan akademik seperti workshop publikasi, penulisan buku, konferensi, serta yang berkaitan dengan sustainability dan SDGs. Nah, salah satu peran beliau yang menonjol adalah memimpin pelaksanaan Young Researcher Award tahun 2021 yang memberikan penghargaan kepada para peneliti muda di Asia Tenggara. Mr. William Loh is a customer success partner for East Asia at Emerald Publishing. With several years of experience in academic publishing, he has been actively supporting researchers and institutions in improving research quality and creating real-world impact. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. William Loh. The time is yours.
Okay, a very good afternoon. Selamat petang kepada hadirin sekalian, kepada Pak Nambu, adik-adik, student sekalian. So, just a quick check. Full English or mix? Full English, okay. Full English is okay. Kau international student, yes. Baru nampak juga ya, nampak.
Up to learning.
Yes. I'm also learning bahasa Indonesian using a Duolingo app. First word Duolingo teach me jeruk, which is orange. Okay. Jeruk. Okay. Sorry. This afternoon sessions where we would focus on abstract here. There will be, let me just quickly run through with you all. Okay. This afternoon we will go through 3 main sessions. The first one, very fast, to celebrate some success data of Indonesian researcher, Prof. In terms of the submissions to Emerald Journal and how many percentage of them is being published. The second one is where I'll be asking a lot of questions regarding how to write, how to improve abstract writing, the structure, the writing itself, and so. 15, the first one will be looking at what the editor looking for, while the last one will be more on the abstract discussion. Of course, over here, I want to say a big thank you to Library in hosting the place, and also rakan-rakan, bubu semua tu datang to sesi petang ini. We have prepared certificate attendance. If you can take a picture first, later you can fill in later ya. Bolehlah isi. Dalam questionnaire ini, where we invite you to also join us as a reviewer. For lecturer or PhD student, William would strongly suggest to give a try to be a reviewer, because becoming a reviewer, you will think how a reviewer think. It will improve your skill as author and writing. That's the first one. Second, being part of the reviewer, you got the chance to work with the editor of the journal. Who knows, 1 year or 2 years, you may be invited, to be the journal editorial team, 5-year editor of the journal, Scopus Q1, SSCI. So in Malaysia, Indonesia, in Singapore as well, we always recommend our top professors to join journal editorial team. But the first step is to become a reviewer. Yes, reviewer is a very important role, and also for both author and also for the journal editorial. You will see this slide again and again. Kalau tidak nampak sekarang ni, lepas ni ada lagi. Quick one, success. We are very proud. Pak Irwan, very proud to share in Indonesia for the last 5 years, the submission to Emerald Journal has been increasing very drastically and steadily. From 3,000 to last year, almost reached 8,000, 7,800. This is last year, 2025, a submission. In the submission, in Emerald Journal, the top subjects that Indonesian researchers submit to, the first one, the biggest one, accounting, finance and economy, followed by the business, management, strategy and leadership, followed by the marketing, and the HR. Sorry, this is education, and this is marketing and HR, learning and organization studies. Now, when we see the 7,000 submissions, probably we wanted to know where does professor submit to, which journal they submit, The top 20 submitted journal by in Indonesia, top 20 submitted journal, which is consists from the marketing, from the accounting, from the education, from the business management, accounting, so many accounting and business as well. Out of the 20 top submitted journal, 19 is in Q1 Scopus. Indonesian researcher very motivated. We don't submit to Q4, straight to Q1, straight to Q1. So 19 out of 20 Q1. The 20 is Q2. Q2. So, and out of the 20, 18 of them is Q1 and Q2 in Web of Science. Wow, very, very, very ambitious, very ambitious. ESCI, a lot of them ESCI and also SSCI. So if there's any student in finance, accounting, boleh, you may give a try. Check out our journal. Example, Islamic Accounting and Business Research, International Journal of Islamic and Middle Eastern Finance and Management, SSCI Q2, SSCI Q2, one of the top SSCI in finance journal. Okay, before we go to that, now we know submission tinggi 7,000 plus. The key question is how many get accepted? How many get accepted? Who wants to give a try? How many get about 50%? 70%? 10%? Sorry? 10, 15%? Somewhere around there. So for the Indonesia, the key publishing trend in last year, 2025, I think it's tidak nampak ya, tapi it's close to 500, which is about 26%. If it's looking at 2025 data, ratio acceptance to submissions is about 26.5%. So not too bad, but it is growing. You can see, even though there's an up and down, up again. Same for open access. Prof, open access is here. It's not going away. Many people want their article to be openly read and openly, cited. Yeah. Same thing in Indonesia. We also see the increase of the open access article in Indonesia. So that's just a quick glance of the demographic data from Emerald di Indonesia. Normally, if it's enough, William akan tanya. William will, sorry, I just saw, then I changed back to English. William will ask this question. Now we know submission 7,000, publication about 500. we still need to put a lot of effort. My questions to all of you, what do you think is stopping us? The challenge here, stopping us to go to 30%, 40%, and 50%. How can we improve our acceptance rate? Anyone want to say something? Ada sesiapa? Google Pak ke? Macam mana kita, sorry, I translate a bit. Macam mana kita boleh pastikan acceptance submisi kita tu lebih baik, lebih tinggi, lebih berjaya? Anyone? You have anything to, what do you think we can improve to make the acceptance rate higher for this market? Quality of research? Yeah. Right. Yes. Yes. Right. Right. PhD student? You can graduate already, huh? Congratulations, you graduated. Well said, well said. Number one, quality. Quality of the submission is extremely important. As much as MORO or every journal want to accept, but we cannot publish all. We have to select the best paper in that field. Because of that, the quality matters, yeah? Not only on the research quality, but also the contribution of the research. Then second one, SLR. When you mention SLR, normally would be by PhD student. SLR, bibliometrics. Fun fact, SLR bibliometric is one of the exercise normally supervisor will ask PhD students to conduct. But in the real world, later on, you may find that most researchers, most journal may not accept SLR or bibliometrics. SLR and bibliometrics journal are moving out of accepting SLR or bibliometric. But this is a good practice because it allows us to identify keywords, the research gap, and also what is the future direction of that research. Good, thank you. Tak ada kan? So we just skip, yeah. Right, before we go into the main, wait, I'm not blocking the video, the Zoom. Oh, okay, thank you. So before I move to the main agenda, izinkan ya, allow William to do some promotion. Izinkan William promosi sikit. August. Ingat Oktober pula. August ya, August tahun ini, August this year, together with Faculty of Economic and Business from University Malaysia Sarawak, from University Malaysia Sarawak, we are partnering with the faculty, with MRO. we are partnering with the faculty to host, on this conference, which is called FEB. Mereka pandai ya gunakan acronym because it's FEB is stand for the faculty. They call it FEBS for the Finance, Economy, Business, Sustainability Conference. So to play around with the word, yeah. FEBS Conference 2026 happening in Kuching, Sarawak. Yeah, we are very, very pleased and honored where we invite Professor Iwan from UNS, from UNS to apa dah? 11 Maret, Prof from 11 Maret as one of the two keynote speaker. So if you are on the business management, marketing, account, finance, Islamic finance, and so hopefully this will be something for you to explore. Yeah. Another one, this is where we are. We together with our journal editor, Professor Hiram Ting. Professor Hiram Ting is our editor-in-chief for 3 journals. In Malaysia, we are running this summit where we invite Ibu Mita from UGM to talk about Viva presentation. So if it's a PhD student or master student wanted to experience the mock-up presentation during Viva or proposal defense, or for the supervisor or lecturer wanted to supervise student. So this submit is to provide guidance how to become a better supervisor, how to have the platform to experience or to learn presentation during Viva. So this is also happening in Malaysia. Bila dia tu? August. Also August. This August 27, 28. Okay. August and late August. Okay. Right. Now we go into the main presentation. Another one question. For publications, a lot of journals or publisher, they may charge publication fees, yeah, to publish. I want to ask izinkan William tanya ya, how much, make a guess, cuba teka, make a guess, how much do you think Emerald charge publication fees? Berapakah jumlah dia? Emerald is charging dia, charge. Apa tu penerbitan harga penerbitan publication fees. Anyone wants to give a try? $100 US, $1,000 US, $3,000 US, $4,000 US, satu rumah, satu Wuling EV car, Geely car. Berapa agaknya satu publikasi? Sorry? 10 million in US dollar, how much roughly? 600, 500 US dollar? 600 US dollar? 600 US dollar? 500 plus, 100 plus. Okay, a bit too low. How much? Anyone have any idea? Ada tak tekaan? How much you think you need to pay to publish the Emerald? More than 2,000 euro. Wow, that is. I also hope I got the pocket money. Pocket money saya pun harap ada. So sebenarnya tidak gratis. It's actually free. For the normal submission, kalau open access perlulah bayar APC. APC tu sangatlah mahal. Yeah. So for publication in Emerald, sejumlah we have 300 over journal, 310 or 320 journals. Out of our journal, 85% of our journal Scopus Q1 and Q2. Sangat tinggi. 85% of our journal Q1 and Q2 Scopus. Then it's free to publish. Jikalau no APC, no open access, it's free to publish, tak perlu nak bayar. Cuma if you have the pocket money, as much as 4,000 US dollar, you have 4,000 US dollar, you let me know. I publish for you, you give me the money, we go holiday. So if you have the pocket money or if it's funded, a research funded by university, faculty or by the ministry level, then you have a choice to go for the APC. Or another trick, please invite co-author, co-researcher from Australia, from New Zealand or from Europe because they have free APC. Yeah. So contohnya Prof, let's say your paper, invite someone in Australia. So co-author, you ask the Australian friend to use their APC, they need to pay. They got from the university free in Emerald, free. So they will apply the APC, use it in the paper and become open access. Currently, Emerald has we have from Australia and New Zealand, and some countries in also European country too. Yes, yeah, but not all. Not all. Yes, so it's free. Free, but yeah. So kebiasaannya, normally people will submit to the journal as part of the our KPI, our graduation. For journal publications, in Emerald. 95% of Emerald Journal is Scopus. 90% is in also current analytics, which is Web of Science. 85% is in Q1 and Q2. Yeah? And it's free to publish in normal issue. Tidak perlu bukan OA. If anyone would like to publish a book with Emerald Sync, it's free, no publication fee. Second, the book published in Emerald, indexed in Scopus. Good, good. And the third, for the book editor, Emerald will pay back sales royalty. So when the book dijual here, sell in Amazon, eBay, online, the sales amount percentage goes back to contribute back to the book editor. Yeah. So if you want to consider publish a book, also can let us know. We also do teaching cases, especially for the business faculty. Business faculty, we always, from time to time, we organize competition and special issue call for teaching cases. Contohnya, I think probably people will know more on Harvard teaching case. So in Emerald, we have our Emerald teaching case, more for developing country, emerging countries. So it's talking more on cases from Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and so and so. So before the abstract, this is the important point because you will need this point when I ask you question. Now ask you question, the answer is here. So here and here, these 2 pages. So very common question, very frequent asked question. William, can you suggest me journal? I want to publish. What journal can I publish to? If you ask me that question, I don't have answer because I have not read your manuscript. I do not know what is the area and so and so. So for you, I would say how to select the correct journal, the right journal. These are some of the guidelines that we have. The number 1 is read more article. Maksudnya, when supervisor have given you the topic or the research area, when you start to do literature review to read more about the research, from time to time you come across to journal that keep repeating and repeating and repeating. They might have 2 articles, 3 articles in the same journal. So the probability of the journal accepting your research is high. So this could be one of your targeted journal. And when the journal has special issue, please join a special issue because most of the time it's also relevant to the special issue. Yeah. So this is that. Of course, when we do this discussion back in Malaysia time, a lot of students tell William, I use Google or I use Google Scholar. Some even say bibliometrics. I go to bibliometrics, I search what is the research gap and the keyword. I list down the top 10, then I target this top 10. This is the normal student culture, yeah. Nothing is wrong. Cuma tetapi kalau William rasanya just the surface, because from there you only find the journal by the keyword, not by the aim and scope. Not by the aim and scope. So once you got from the Google Scholar or bibliometrics, the best is 2 and 5. Always check the journal aim and scope and also some of the papers. Once you know the journal, read more. If you read 1 or 2 or more paper from the journal, example, the top download from this journal, the top cited from this journal, it will also give you an idea, what is this journal looking for? Does my research matching ataupun what call that, suitable, muat ke tak yang the appetite, the appetite for this journal itself. So by searching on the database is not enough. We need to understand the journal aim and scope, we also need to read articles from that particular journal itself. I did mention special issue. Now, why special issue? Special issue is a very unique strategy. If you submit your manuscript to a special issue, let's say, and regretfully rejected, hopefully you get the revision. So once you get the revision, you can submit again to the same journal, but not the special issue. So this is something like a backup cup. So submit to special issue, rejected. Okay lah, sedih lah, nyanyi satu hari. Then after that, do the revision, submit to the same journal as the normal submission. That would give you a second chance to give it a try. So special issues is one of the way we can find the journal. Very good. Special issues normally follows the current hot topic or the directions where this journal wants to reach in 2 year or 3 year or 5 year. Example, Tourism Review, one of our SSCI Q1 journal, released one editorial note and special issue where they foresee themselves 2030. What is the directions and where do they want to reach for this particular journal? They list down all the research gap in the editorial note, and then they call for special issue. So special issue sometimes work on selected theme, hot topic, or the focus priority of the journal itself. So that's why the special issue comes in. The other one, special issues, normally you will find it in conference. You attend conference, there is a publication opportunity. So those are the special issue. But MRO, we do not publish conference proceeding. Tidak sama dengan Springer, IOP, where they have proceedings. Proceedings is risky. A number of retractions tend to happen in proceeding. So a lot of publisher, MRO and many other more publishers, we do not publish proceeding. Oh, you I still need you. Lurau je lah Pak. Terima kasih Pak. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you Pak. Thank you Pak. So let's move forward. Now, what does editor looks for? So when we submit paper, when we submit our manuscript to the journal, what does the editor read first? What does the editor look first? What makes editor accept? What makes editor reject? Yeah, so ini dia lah. Banyak juga. But we are not going to go through all. I go through only two important points. Number one, of course, tiga lah. Number one, originality. Apa maksud origin? Does anyone knows what it means by originality? The writing itself? Your writing is the original writer? Original writer? Yes. A bit. Yeah. And anything more? What do you mean by originality? What is another word? Apakah what is another word that we can replace for originality? Yes, novelty. Novelty of the research. It doesn't mean to be the first author, but the investigator, the investigator or the researcher that explore this gap and find that there is an issue, and then they test it, and then they publish it, the novelty of it. So novelty is important. Novelty can be in two parts. Novelty can be in two parts. Part number one is academic contribution, academic novelty. Academic novelty. Apa maksud academic novelty? What do you think? What is academic novelty? Academic novelty, any idea? What is academic novelty? Yes, new contribution. Exactly, yes. New contributions or on the existing knowledge and so. Academic novelty normally refers to academic contributions ataupun theoretical contributions, something that may extend in the academic world or the theory or the framework. Academic novelty, ya. Lagi satu tu is called the real world contributions or real world impact, di mana your research contributes to the community ataupun to the policy maker. The impact dia is not on academic, out of academic. It can be industry, it can be a product, it can be a service, it can be an industry, it can be government, UN SDG goal is the contribution. So dua part. So this is the originality and the novelty itself. So if Pak and Bu semua wants to aim for Q1 journal, please think to have two. To only have knowledge, to only have academic novelty is no longer enough. Q1 journal nowadays wants to have both. The academic novelty, the contributions to the knowledge, they also want to see where does this apply to. Can it be applied in the industry, ataupun university, ataupun community? Yes, and so on. Yes. So these are the thing. So this is very important. Why I explain so long? Because I want to brainwash you all to understand why most paper being rejected, because it only have the knowledge contribution. If you only have knowledge contribution, you are not going to, your paper is not going to win or stand out from other good paper. So to have these two is very, very important. Yeah. Second point, when you submit your paper, your manuscript to the journal, please make sure it follows the journal aim and scope. Mesti ikut the journal criteria or the journal agenda or the journal research study. So if you submit out of the research study, then you will be rejected directly. Last but not least, which is the well-written abstract. Well-written abstract. Kenapa? Sebab editor jugalah orang. Editor is also a human being. We do not have time lah. We have time to play game. We have time to go holiday. We don't have time to read so many words. Jadi kalau editor nampak submisi, when editor receive the submission, what do the editor will read first? Title, yes. Title is first one, yes. What is the second one? Abstract, yes. Any third one? Atau tidak ada? Keyword, yes. Keyword is rather optional. Most of the time we don't read it, but these are the three things editor will read. Once editor read the title, the abstract, normally there's no conclusion. They'll read this, then if they found something interesting, dia baru scroll down to the chapter 1, chapter 2, conclusion. Only if the abstract is good. If the abstract is so-so, tidak sampai mana ya, so-so, just not good enough. They do not read chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. They will go to system and click reject. So most of the time it's the title and the abstract. Because of that, this session we focus on abstract. Yes. So now we come to abstract. Yeah. If you have interest on this, I'll come back. Tapi let me skip this. This is basically to show it to you the process. Yeah. Process of submisi and also the review. Just a short one. Once you submit, you will get into the editor. Editor will accept or reject. Once the editor has accept for review, so your manuscript will go this process. It will go into R1, R2, R3 until it's accept or until it's reject. So this is basically the particular process. Some journal will take very fast, 2 months, 3 months, accept and publish. Some journals may take 1 year or 2 years. Depends on journal, because some journals have very high submission, very high submission. Every people or every professor also submit to that journal. So the waiting time is very long. Some journal maybe a bit lower rank, jadi waiting time dia lebih pendek sikit, will be more shorter. Right, now we go into the abstracts. And before we go to abstract, in this particular sessions, I will show 2 abstract. In this, I will ask you read first, give you time about 2 minutes to read. Harap-harap boleh nampak lah. The baca, read. Then I'm only going to ask 1 question and I will pass them. My question is simple. How can we improve? What can be improved on this abstract? I want everybody to become a reviewer for abstract, and tells me where this abstract can be improved here. And imagine that this abstract is to send to Emerald Journal. Sedia? Ayo. Tapi rasa can read lah. Boleh Mas, boleh baca belakang? Can read from back. Oh, baik sekali. Mantap. Two minutes? William will read 1 time here. You can continue read on your own. Experience matters in engineering university. Hedonic experience, social influence, and user behavior. This is the title. Abstract dia ialah engineering universities increasingly invest in shared learning and innovation spaces. It means the common area, the library, facility, and so yeah. So to enhance student engagement, like library lah, to enhance the student engagement. However, understanding the behavioral driver that encourage students to use and continue engaging with these spaces actively remains limited. Drawing on customer engagement theory, CET, this study examines the influence of social influence, hedonic experience on student behavior in the university. A quantitative survey was conducted among the 51 engineering students as a university as a pilot study. Data was analyzed using descriptive statistics, reliability analysis, exploratory factor analysis, and multiple regression analysis. Findings indicate that both social influence, hedonic experience has significant and positive impact on the student behavior, about 47.2%. The result highlight that the student behavioral response are shaped not by functional or academic consideration, but by enjoyable experience and peer review. Maksudnya, when you are happy to come to library, you come again. Betul? If you see librarian happy face, datang lagi. If you see William librarian always tak happy, tak mau datang. So the enjoyable experience. Yeah, this study contributes to the growing body of literature on student behavior, customer engagement in higher education. The practical implication includes designing student-centered spaces to promote social interaction, positive experiential value. So this is the abstract. Right? Okay, if you do not understand this research area, it is okay. It's okay. What we are trying to do is to see which part can we see is apa tu masalah sikit lah, is wrong or needs improvement area. Okay, let's start with the title first. Anyone has any comment on the title? Any comments on the title? Tiba-tiba semua orang baca balik pula. When asking questions, semua busy looking at the the content. Anyone would like to give a try on the title? Simple. The title says what? Experience matters, kan? In engineering university, hedonic experience, social influence, and user behavior. Ada tak? Anyone would like to?
I would say after reading the title, I'm not understanding the main concept of the research. Like what are the relationship he or she is trying to study in this research? Like what are the relationship between all the three variables?
Yes. Very good. Very well spot. Very well spot. Maksudnya, if when we see the title, it divides into two parts, kan? Two parts, yeah. First part, dia kata, experience matters in engineering university. First part. Second part is the study parameter dia. The parameter study itself. Hedonic experience, social influence, and user behavior. But what exactly are you investigating? What is the relationship between these three parameters or the parallel itself? It does not really mentioned in the title. So in other words, the title is not clear. The title is not clear. Well spot, well spot. Another one more about the title. Anything you want to share? Yes.
What is the result of the
Okay.
research? So this title is what is it? Not clear. So if the result is explained in the title, that is clear.
Yes, yes, well spot. That will be number 3. That will be number 3. Number 3, some journal likes to have the contribution ataupun the findings of the research on the title itself. On the title. Example, if it's on the engineering, robotic lah, engineering or robotic, even health sciences. Title, they like straightforward and they like result oriented. So if you put the result on the title itself, the journal like it. In social science is a bit abstract. Sometimes the result and finding helps. Sometimes it's okay. But to have it is a plus point. To have the finding and the contribution is a plus point. Yeah. So the first thing that I would comment on the title ialah, can anybody tell me what is engineering university? Apa dia engineering university? Faham? Faham ke tidak? Do you understand what engineering? No kan? No. No. Kenapa tak ada orang tanya? Why nobody else? When I first read this, this abstract is not created by AI. Yeah? This abstract is not by somebody sent it to me. I put my comment. Later I read my comment to that. My first comment before I even read the full manuscript, I asked my friend, hey, What do you mean by engineering university? Are you trying to create a new terminology? Because we don't understand. I know you are inviting engineering students as your pilot test, as your data. Tetapi it's not called engineering university. University is university. It has engineering faculty, business faculty, so and so, so and so. So yes.
Assalamu alaikum. Regarding the engineering universities, I push some concept from Bangladesh or India. Actually, they use this terminology. And we have the dedicated engineering university, technology and engineering university. That is different from the traditional university. So the author might be from that region, and that's this term, I think.
That actually makes sense. Like example, if it's in Malaysia, Indonesia, we have this terminology called STEM, STEM, or TVET. So that would be more generally known. So if we send it to, reviewer across the country, they would probably pick up the terminology. Yes. Probably that. Yes. Yeah. Correct. So in the introductions or in chapter number 1, they would like to make it as an explanation into it. So nothing is wrong. Cuma it is a risk if you were to put a terminology that is not commonly understand or commonly accepted. So people will then start to ask questions. And this is normally what I say. Jangan let people ask unnecessary questions. So this is creating unnecessary questions, for reviewer to start asking the question. But yes, Bangladesh, yes, there are specific one, or even Pakistan, if I'm mistaken. Yes, Pakistan also got very specific on engineering studies only. Yes, yeah. So, yep, that's the title. Okay. Next, abstract. Now, abstract normally, what can we talk about abstract? About format or the structure? I already give the answer. Who wants to talk about the format or the structure? Yes. So let's say we're going to submit this to Emerald Journal. Contoh lah. We want to submit this to Emerald Journal. What is with the format or the structure? Example. Not yet. On the pharmacy. Okay. My background is on nutrition. So just imagine we have a few journal on the pharmaceutical, but pharmaceutical marketing, and marketing, not on the yes. So just imagine we want to submit to Emerald. The first thing is the format. The format is wrong if it were to submit to Emerald Journal. Yeah. So Emerald Journal, we do not accept one paragraph abstract. So this is called one paragraph abstract. We do not accept that. In fact, our abstract look like this. Exactly. Thank you. It's called structured abstract, where they have 4 points. The abstract is divided into purpose, design and methodology, findings, originality, or value. So if, coming back to here, if you submit this to Emerald Journal, any Emerald Journal, 99.9% you will get rejected straight away. Disebabkan the format is different. The 0.1% is because the editor say, this is very good quality paper. Or close my eyes, I ask the author to unsubmit, redo the format, send it back to me. But most of the time, the editor will not do that. When they see this, Even for me, we hardly do that because when I see that, it only means that you have not read one paper from my journal. If you have read one paper from my journal, you will notice the format is different. You will notice the format is different. Then when you submit, probably you want to copy skate. You want to follow how the past paper looks like. So this is that. So I want to point out the format. Format is different. What else? What else can we talk about? Let's talk about the first two lines. First two lines normally refers to the purpose or refers to the introduction. Engineering University increasingly invests in shared learning innovation spaces, enhance student engagement. However, understanding the behavioral driver encourage students to continue engaging with these spaces actively remains limited. These two sentences. Anyone would like to? Yes. Would you like to see the one?
No problem. Actually, for me, the main core problem is unclear. Like the main research or the main problem that he wants to study in this research is unclear. And like the good abstract, they make the problem clear in the first two lines.
Yes, correct. Exactly. Yes. Yes. You want to graduate from PhD. Ask master already. You already got PhD. Correct. Exactly correct. The first two lines normally is the introductions ataupun problem statement lah. Problem statement, introduction, or the challenge itself. So if I show it to you in amoral format, you probably notice that is what you call purpose. Yeah. This purpose is to study apa benda, to study what is a research. It can be one sentence or maximum. Normally I would say 2 sentences is the maximum. No need too long. Purpose, we need we just need to justify why we do the research. That is good enough. So coming back to here, the first thing is not clear. How to make it clear? How to make your problem statement clear? Any idea? How to make your problem statement clear? The most easiest way, the most simplest way is to show data. To show data or to show past literature to back up your claim. Sebab when we do a research, we want to say that, hey, there is a hole, ada lubang lah, a gap lah, there's a hole. I say that, but you can't see it. I say there's a hole, but everybody cannot see it. So our reality is different. I see there's a hole. I tell you, there's a hole. Mana ada hole? There's no hole. But so over here it's the same thing. I'm telling everybody there is a hole, but we cannot see the hole. We cannot see the hole, yeah? So for everybody to see it, the best one is to borrow or to quote the issue out there by saying that according to WHO or according to UN something data or according to Indonesia data or so and so, there is 5% gap or 20% deficiency or performance issue, so and so. That means that it's not William say there is a hole. University say there is a hole. So you will believe them than me, right? So that the first part for you to convince there is a research gap is to quote what the other people is talking about. Yeah, we borrow that. In other words, back in Malaysia, we have this proposal defense session. Some examiner are very bad lah. Some examiner very bad. They'll ask this very bad question. If you were to present your PD or your Viva, they will ask, when you say that you say that there is a 5% gap over here. Some professor will ask, who are you? Who are you to say this is a 5%? You are PhD student. You are student, right? Who are you to say 5%? So from there on, we learn to answer. We answer by saying that this is not said by William. this is actually mentioned or reported by the authority and so and so. So use the voice of the authority. We are still a student in this case. So that's the first one. The second point, this one, actively remains limited. Now, this sentence means that there is a problem and it's limited. By saying limited, it's not helping. Tidak membantu, ya. It's only telling you, oh, there is a problem. But what is the limitation? What limited to what? Limited to what? What is the issue that you want to study hedonic in this? It could be budget issue, ma. If it's budget, then you don't need hedonic experience. You just talk to management, get budget enough, no more research. But what is the limitations on that? So this is normally what we call too general, nothing that express your problem itself. So the first two line is important. The second two line normally refers to the method, the process, the approach, and so. So over here it says, using customer engagement theory, the study examine the influence, blah, 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 blah. A quantitative survey was conducted with 51 students as part of study. So 2 sentences on the method. Very good. These are 2 sentences on the method. Anyone wants to share how to?
Yeah, for the purpose of the study, he said about understanding the behavioral drivers. And then for the method, he chose the quantitative approach. So if you want to understand deeply the behavioral drivers, it should be first qualitative. Yeah, and then he did this specific. Okay. And the data collection, 51 engineering students at a university, not specified. And the second, it can be biased because they are all from the same university. And the topic, the title up there, it's engineering universities, so it's more general.
Graduate already graduate. Well said. Number one, what I like about this paragraph is customer engagement theory. If you are using any theory, framework, or analysis, contohnya SPSS, PFS, or any theory or framework that you're using, TPB lah, theory, plan, behavior, or so, please include that in your abstract, if allowed, or if suitable. Please include that because that makes a clear, detailed picture for reviewer and for editor to know what this research is relying upon. So this is the first good point. This is the first good point. And the rest of it, as you have mentioned, wouldn't be, because it's on the behavior itself, wouldn't be qualitative, would be more suitable. Yes and no. But if it's on the interview sessions, then quali would be the better one. But if they wanted just to get the mediator, then you can go for quantitative. That is also okay. However, I do agree, 51 student as a part. Okay, this is pilot study lah. I understand that, but 51 for quantitative, very low, very, very, very low. So if you have come to the methodology classes, come to the quantitative one. Quantitative basically are survey lah, ataupun survey, questionnaire, and so. Not only you need to design the question A and the survey, you also need to calculate roughly how much is your sampling size. Betul? Sampling size. Calculation of sampling size depends on which theory or format, ataupun on what you are studying about. But normally there would be a formula to calculate the sampling size. And quantitative with 51 is extremely low, yeah. It's very not significant. Even the results, you can't see anything if it's a quantity. So this, even though the method could be correct, but this will definitely attract more question. Reviewer, editor will see it. The results is not going to be significant because sample size is too low. Then when you say quantitative, but you are checking on the behavioral study. So yep, so and so. Very good. Good point. Anything wants to add on? Yeah.
Actually, the sample is also not mentioned properly. Like the criteria for the sample, like engineering students for like all semesters, age criteria, female or male both, or like this also.
Yes, very good. Sometimes the abstract has the word count limitations, so you can explain that in the full paper. You can explain it in full paper. So for the sampling size, if you do not mention in the abstract, that is still okay. But if you include it, it's better. It's better. But however, I would suggest to make use of your word count at the contribution. Don't write too much on methods and problem statement. Save your bullet, save your word count, explaining what is this research contribute to. That is more important than explaining the method. Because abstract normally is about berapa ya? 150, 150 words. Very, very limited. So if possible, focus more on the contributions, on the value, rather than the story, the problem statement, and the method, because that too can read in the later part. So basically the findings, I probably going to skip the finding. Finding is okay, actually. Nothing for me to talk about finding. But the last one, which is the contributions here. This study contributes to the body of literature on the student behavior, customer engagement in higher education. The implication study, which is include the designing of a future, I think it's a future future student-centered spaces where it can promote more interaction, more positive experiential value. So this is the contribution there. This is the last one lah, sebab nampak kalian semua tu memang nak tidur dah. Tidak pasti, is it too much English ke or memang dah petang dah? So this is the last one. Just want to ask, anyone got any comment on the contribution? Besides then you, both of you, I would like to hear, how can we make the contribution more meaningful, more impactful? How can we make the contribution lagi meaningful and impactful?
I think it can be more impactful because we cannot solve the problem. I think the small problem in around us, and yeah, maybe like that.
Yeah, to solve the problem.
Yeah, to solve
meaningful,
problem.
right? Yeah. Tapi the first sentence, the problem is not clear. We do not know what problem to solve.
Because can be more impactful. Yeah kan?
Oh, can be more impactful. Yes, yes, definitely. Yes,
yeah.
yes. Thank you. Anyone want to try how to make your abstract ataupun your research more impactful, lagi meaningful. Bahasa Inggeris sama ke? Meaningful sama ya. Apa tu? Berarti itu api ya. Berarti. ARTI kan? ARTI. Meaningful arti. Berkesan. Berkesan saya faham. Berkesan, faham. How to make research ataupun artikel berkesan, artful. Ada artful ke? Tak ada lah. Arti dengan English artful. Anyone?
Boleh pakai bahasa.
Cuba. Since I said it. How to make your research more aktif. More aktif lah. Berarti. Berkesan.
Maybe in familiar activity, and there are so many problems, like we must to give our insight and give contribution in real life.
Good. Yes. Keyword. Mula-mula tu William tidak faham ya yang first keyword tu I cuba nak dengar. Keyword tu ialah apa dah? Yang last two words tu real life contribution. Betul. So when we do or when we write our abstract or our research paper, the first thing that we need to think, not the research topic ya, tidak. Think about what this research topic contributes to. Contribute tu panggil apa? Contribute lah, sama ya. What this research contribute to? So when we have this goal, we have this end goal kan. End goal tu ialah kontribusi dia, maka it's very easy. I mean it's easier. It's more making sense ya. It makes sense to put it over here. Tapi sebab ini there is no contribution goal in the mind. The goal in this study is just to investigate. Itu sahaja. They just want to know the reason. They want to collect data. They want to analyze. Sudah. Belum. Okay. They want to collect the data, analysis data, publish. That is not the end goal. When you analysis data, you just telling people, lepas analysis, this is our finding. Dia tidak membantu ya. There is no contribution. Sebab lepas you get the finding and the result, who will read the paper? Who will cite your paper? After that, yes, we want to publish, betul, but we also want people to read. We also want people to cite our paper. The more people cite our paper, the more better your CV and your profile and your promotion. So for people to cite our paper, the first thing that you probably need to know, where is the contribution? Why you are doing this research at the first place? You're doing this research bukan untuk nak buat mathematical formula to give finding. Jangan. That is no offense. That is more on the master level to find the data, calculate, and come up with a result. For PhD student and above, we need to tell what these results means to the our stakeholder, dengan penduduk ke, to the policy ke, politician ke, government ke, UN SDG goal ke berapa ke, where does this actually leads to? The number is just a number, tidak membantu ya, but what this number can help in the future. So that is the contribusi ya. So contributions yang ini tu tidak solid ya, tidak solid dari segi, it's not solid at the sense that it is telling us they have completed the data gathering and calculation. That's all. There is no further good contributions in this particular study. So, yep, that is basically the abstract there. Any question? Too deep ke tak? Is it too deep? Sesi ni mendalam ke? Yes, I suka ada orang angkat tangan.
Mohon maaf, saya sampaikan dalam bahasa Indonesia ya.
Bisa. Kalau saya faham ya.
Ya, nanti silakan dibantu. Tadi saya tertarik dengan penelitian ini kan berdampak gitu, harus meaningful, sehingga penelitian kita itu dapat berkontribusi di pemerintahan ataupun dalam dunia akademik. Nah, di Indonesia ini kan sudah seringkali kita tuh sebenarnya nggak kurang orang pinter, banyak penelitian-penelitian yang bagus, namun kadang tidak impactful gitu. Nah, mungkin dapat diceritakan mungkin bagaimana kebetulan saya bekerja sebagai ASN atau apa ya di pemerintah Kabupaten Sragen. Jadi di government. Jadi bagaimana kami dari penelitian-penelitian ini bagaimana kemudian bisa dipertimbangkan oleh pemerintah gitu. Kalau mungkin bisa diceritakan di Malaysia atau contoh best practice di mana gitu ya. Jadi hasil-hasil penelitian ini bagaimana kemudian pemerintah tuh bisa menggunakan ini sebagai acuan pengambil kebijakan gitu. Kayaknya selama ini tuh hasil penelitian kemana, pemerintah kebijakannya kemana gitu. Mungkin itu saja. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Bu. Ya, well said. Sebab tiba-tiba saya nak cakap bahasa kan, the word doesn't come out. Well said Bu. Sebenarnya di Indonesia research tu memang banyak sekali. Kalau berbanding negara-negara sekitar dia, termasuk Malaysia dan lain-lain, Indonesia kalau tidak silap tu nombor 3 atau nombor 4 worldwide. Lepas China, US, I think UK or something, then Indonesia in terms of publication, not submission, publication memang very very high. And yes, a lot of paper published tu bersifatkan academia, which is more on academic research paper, theory study, survey, and so. Tetapi in the recent years, the research landscape tu berubah, have changed. I give example, funding. Nowadays, if you were to apply for research grant, research fund, ataupun government project, last time, 10 years ago, mungkin ya, they ask you what is the article citation, citasi ya, article citation number or journal impact factor. Sekarang ini, nowadays, they don't. They will ask you what is the real world implications and the contribution. They want to see who is benefited from this research. Siapa dia? Siapa is benefited on this research? You got paper, no paper, they don't care. You got citation, no citation, they don't care. What they care, they give the money. They want to see that it actually touches or bring positive change to the stakeholders, either in community or by the government department or the policy and so on. So you are exactly correct. So here, like the abstract, what William trying to repeat again, do not focus only on theoretical contribution. Yes, it's for academic and it's for graduation. Definitely, I 100% agree. Cuma, or only that, if you want to go a little bit far and a little bit different from your peers or your colleague, example, you want to get promosi lah, AP, associate professor, and so you would need to have these two mindset: theoretical contribution and also the impact, the meaningful impact contributions to the either the stakeholders, policy, and so. Thank you, Bu. Yeah. No question kan? Ada question kah ataupun komen je? Sudah. Oh, ya kah? Okay. Okay, next kita nak buat apa? Sorry. Boleh, bisa. Boleh. So, okay. Next two, then kita will give a stop lah. So, the next one, okay. Next one, yang ini abstract yang kedua. Okay, kita buat lebih, how should I say that? More comfortable, ya, comfortable. Abstract ni, when I see this abstract, I give about 70-80% marks. Very good abstract, but still can be improved. You don't need to read. Let me just tell you, because of time, let me just quickly tell you where's the area. Yeah, number one, the title. Title is good, but my comment earlier was it's a little bit boring. It's a little bit boring, because it has all the technical wording, but it's good. Unraveling relationship between the consumption value, social consciousness, and purchase intention, the context of disability-led production. This is in Indonesia, abstractly from Indonesia, real abstract here from Indonesia on disability. So very simple title, I can accept. It's just that a little bit boring. So if the title can change a little bit, that brings contribution or the result base, then it will be perfect. Tapi adakah is there any problem with the title? At this moment, no. It is okay. Only it can be, it's just a little bit boring. It can be better. Next, abstract. Let's go with purpose. Very good. I like purpose with one sentence, maximum 2. One sentence is just good enough. Purpose of this study, examine factors influencing the consumer intention to purchase product made by people with disability, via the lens of consumption value. Very simple. You just want to examine the factors. The one point that you want to add ialah kenapa. Because it says, I want to study, it's okay, good enough. But if you can add on another sentence on why this actually matters, that will be even better. But for this particular, this is okay. Methods adopt quanti methodology, collect data, 332 respondents through online question A. Participants were chosen through the purposive sampling, as she mentioned. If you can, you can also mention the sampling techniques, and so we're all knowledgeable about the product made by people with disability. Kalau tidak silap, yang ini di Bandung this case from Bandung, if I'm not mistaken. Data was analyzed using PRS, SEM, using Smart PRS 4. So very direct here. Quanti, number of participants, and the analysis. Very good. What is the finding? I mean, this is good, nothing to add on. Finding, study found that the functional value, more important, value predictor, followed by emotional value, so. Furthermore, moderations, blah, 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 blah. So normally I don't have anything on finding. Finding is just analysis, nothing much. Now, this is where it comes into my point. This study demonstrates consumption value in the context of product made by people with disability have a direct impact on consumer purchase intention. Maksudnya, consumption, direct impact, intention, with social consciousness as acting as significant catalyst. This study provides a new perspective, mitigate the misconceptions about product made by disability, demonstrate the complexity and perceptions of consumer adoption in this product. So this is okay. What this study trying to do, they want trying to change the perceptions. If this is made by disability people, would you buy? The intention and the perception. They want to study. This studies is what it's about. So and so for me, because of time, just quickly say this. So for here, this is okay, but I would suggest the author to highlight who are the stakeholders. Sebab yang ini, because here is only talking about the study benefit. This is the study benefits, which is good. Provide new perspective. Tapi new perspective, so what? The question is new perspective. Maka apa dia? New perspective. So what? What does it lead to? Leads to apa? New perspective doesn't mean good, it can sometimes be bad perspective. But what does it lead to? So if the author can expand more on this where it leads to and who are the stakeholder, that will be perfect. That will be perfect. Always explain where this research would eventually end. Sampai ke mana. Don't say just the benefit alone. So overall, very good abstract, simple to understand and simple to read. Anyone got questions or comment? Any questions or comment on this abstract? Maaf ya, kita sampai pukul berapa ni? I tak tengok masa. Sampai pukul 3. Ada lagi 5-10 minit kan? Okay. Okay. Dah habis. Nanti semua nangis tak boleh balik kan? Okay. Any questions yang ini? Abstract ini is one of the good abstract that I received from a PhD student in Bandung. She has her own small company that hired jemput orang disability orang to buat bag, small bags, phone pouch. They sell in Bandung. So she's also a PhD student. So lupa I think. So this is actually one of the very good aspect. Cuma all is good. Hanya dari segi the contribution mana. So that one would need to elaborate more. If there's no comment and because of time, questions, I just want to let you all know yang PowerPoint ni boleh ditapakkan in the QR code. Once you scan the QR code, you should receive an email. In the email, dalam tu dia ada link. In the link tu dia ada PowerPoint file PDF tersebut. You can read on your own. This slide here, I'm so sorry, I do not have time to go through. But if you have questions, you can email to us and ask that further. This is about the AI, how to use AI, how to ethically use AI in publishing. So in very short format, there are only 2 terms you need to remember in publishing with AI. Number 1, all publisher does not allow the use of AI to write. Ada 2 terminology. Copywriting, copy editing. Beza ke tidak? Beza. Copywriting, copy editing. Copywriting means that menggunakan AI, using AI to write for you. Write from scratch, write idea. You give them idea, ask ChatGPT to write a paragraph. Writing adalah tidak boleh, cannot. So copywriting is not permitted. While we can use Gemini, ChatGPT, or AI to edit our existing work. So why do we need to edit the existing work? Because of grammar mistake, the writing flow, intonasi dia, ataupun translasi dia, translation. Some may use bahasa Indonesians to write, then translate later on. So for that particular purposes, you can use it to improve the structure, the clarity, and the grammar. For this purpose, then AI can be used in copy editing. Very simple. To create something, cannot. To refine, to improve your structure, your manuscript, then yes. All right. So basically, this is all. William faham, most people do not want to read words. Jadi William put the red color and blue color, like kindergarten. Simple to read lah. Kalau red, maksudnya tidak boleh, cannot. Blue, which means loud. So hopefully it helps you to read later. So this is the AI, and we also do not allow our editor, our reviewer to use AI. Same with author. it's only fair lah. It's only fair. We don't allow author to use AI. We also do not allow reviewer to use AI. So this is the policy in saying why we cannot ask reviewer to upload, cannot upload PDF to ChatGPT and do review, tidak boleh, So why and so very quick one. I think this is the last slide. Yes, last slide, which is talking about best practice for lecturer, for faculty lecturers or teachers. If you want to know what is the best practice for ethical publishing, please go to this link. This article is available in Amuro database. It's written by editor-in-chief. There are 7 hypothetical scenario, and each scenario will have its best practice. Example, scenario number 5, talking about AI. Jadi, berkenaan dengan AI, what is the best practice? So you can download this article. UMS has access to this, yes. So you can download and that. I think that is really all from me. This is the last one with the QR code. Kalau tidak sempat to take a picture of that, you can take a picture. Can someone take a picture and can scan? Does it go to the form? Does it go to the form? Yes. Oh, okay. So that is all from me. 3 o'clock, I'll pass it back to moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. William, for insightful knowledge and a very important information for us. So actually, we still have several minutes for the discussion and question and answer. So bagi teman-teman yang mungkin masih memiliki pertanyaan atau ada yang masih ingin didiskusikan lebih lanjut, bisa diangkat tangan gitu ya untuk bertanya secara langsung. Mungkin ada teman-teman yang bergabung melalui Zoom juga bisa mengajukan pertanyaan melalui Zoom. Apakah masih ada yang mau ditanyakan sebelum sesi berakhir? Oh iya.
Baik, terima kasih. Mohon maaf, I speak Indonesian language. Yang pertama, ingin bertanya terkait tentang apakah penggunaan AI tidak perlu disebutkan di dalam abstrak. Yang kedua, dalam penelitian kuantitatif, apakah dilampirkan juga ethical clearance sebagai penelitian kepada makhluk hidup? We use ethical clearance for a person or like this. Hal apakah perlu?
Perlu. Yes. Perlu.
Okay, perlu.
Perlu. Okay. Good question. Soalan dia, if I can repeat.
Yeah, thanks.
Please make sure I correct the question here. So question dia, kejap. Where was my? Okay. First question. Yeah. First question tu ialah kalau kita, if we are using AI, where do we mention in our manuscript? Is it mentioned in abstract or is it mentioned in chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? So there's a first question. The answer, because of time, the answer is here. So if you're using AI, you need to mention, you need to write it down clearly, transparently in methods and acknowledgement. You don't need to write in abstract. You do need to write in abstract. In the manuscript, chapter 3 for methods, you can write it down in the methods, and or you can write it down at the end of it, the acknowledgement. Acknowledgement machine. A special thank you to our dean. Special thank you to professor, siapa-siapa. Acknowledgement and in this particular research, we are also using Canva AI to draw diagram or so and so and so and so. Yeah. So where it's mentioned, you need to mention the software. Let's say ChatGPT 5.0. Used in where to do what in the method, and also the acknowledgement. So this is the first question. Second question, let me think back. I saw lupa. Okay. Second questions. Good. Whether it's a quanti or quali, normally would be a qualitative. Same lah. Qualitative or quantitative doesn't matter. Tetapi if your research involve human interaction, human response, we need to have the consent form signed by the interviewee or the people. Example, I'm going to do an online survey. Contoh ya, online survey to 200. So in the online survey, you have all the session and the question, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the question, please add one more. Please take here to give us consent for us to capture data for statistical purposes, analysis purposes, dan sebagainya. So that is under the question A or survey. If it's an interview, normally we will ask them to sign the consent form. You will have a consent form for interview, ask them to sign off on the consent form. You need to compile. In some cases, you need to submit to the journal. You submit a journal. Or most of the time, you need to submit to the university. Submit to university first, then you can submit to a journal. Example, this journal. Fashion, marketing, and management. Fashion, marketing, and management says if your article involves human participants, you must ensure you have considered whether or not you have required ethical approval for your research to include the information, participant information, as part of your submission. So find out more about informed consent. So you need the consent form. Last time we do need that. Before AI, so AI effect, we do need consent form in the methods, yeah, in the collection. Do you know why we need the consent form right now? Because of time. Sorry, no, the answer is that because people are getting very smart. They use AI to generate fake data. Use AI to change data. Saya boleh faham, I can understand. Use the AI to create nothing and become a data and submit as a research paper. So this is actually what's happening. And for publisher to check, is this data genuine, true ke tidak, betul ke tidak, ya? How to check? We cannot check, ma. You say this is a true. Okay, I believe you. Dulu lah, I believe you. Now we say this is true. So this is true. Give me the consent form. This is the person we interviewed. She said she signed off. She said yes. Then this is a true data. This only happened with AI. Last time, no. Last time we all believe. We believe you. The data is correct. We believe you. Now we say we believe you. I don't know how to believe. Yeah, AI is very powerful and also dangerous. Can create anything. Anything. Sorry. No time. Thank you. Bisa Pak?
Terima kasih sudah bertanya. Mungkin satu pertanyaan lagi, one more.
Ya.
Apakah masih ada yang mau bertanya gitu? Satu kesempatan terakhir gitu ya.
Kita boleh balik.
Sudah ya, dihitung sampai 3 nih. 1, 2.
Ini boleh faham ke tidak? Oke ya. Membantu ke tidak? Ataupun too difficult to understand? No. Next time I give quiz.
Baik, tiga, gak ada yang nanya ya, ya sudah. Baik, terima kasih banyak. Thank you so much, Mr. William, for the insightful discussion. Dan terima kasih banyak teman-teman peserta yang sudah aktif berpartisipasi dan mengikuti acara hingga akhir. Selanjutnya mungkin bagi tadi beberapa peserta yang aktif selama sesi diskusi, selama sesi materi, dan ini kami sudah mencatat beberapa nama gitu ya untuk mendapatkan hadiah dari perpustakaan. Bagi nama-nama yang saya sebutkan setelah ini dimohon untuk maju ke depan. Kita akan melakukan dokumentasi untuk penyerahan door prize-nya. Kepada panitia, apakah door prize-nya sudah siap? Mohon maaf, ditunggu sebentar ya. Baik, ada 5 nama ini. Beliau adalah Ibu Faya Firdianawati dari Magister Akuntansi. Yang kedua, Mbak atau Ibu Naurel Huda SBL Manaya dari S3 Manajemen. Yang ketiga, Mbak Izah Nur S2 Psikologi. Mungkin bisa maju ke depan, silakan. Yang keempat ada Ibu Laili Etika Rahmawati, dosen FPSI FKIP UMS. Lulusan PBSI, mohon maaf, FKIP UMS. Dan yang kelima ada Bapak Muhammad Nasir Tarani, S2 MPAI UMS. Bagi nama-nama yang disebutkan, diharap untuk ke depan untuk menerima hadiah dari perpustakaan.
I would like to get under the origin once we literasi
Baik, terima kasih sekali lagi kami ucapkan kepada para peserta yang sudah aktif gitu ya selama sesi diskusi dan pemaparan materi gitu ya, sudah meramaikan acara. Kemudian kami masih ada satu hadiah lagi untuk peserta yang datang pertama gitu ya Mas Nasyid ya. Kepada Ibu Laili dipersilakan untuk menerima hadiah. Ini Bu Laili sangat bersemangat untuk menyimak materi dari Mr. William gitu ya. Alhamdulillah. Ya, jadi memang dalam banyak acara perpustakaan ini kalau misalkan datang pertama itu biasanya akan diberikan hadiah gitu. Jadi nanti kalau ikut acara perpus lagi gitu ya bisa berlomba-lomba untuk datang pertama gitu.
the first person.
sangat bersemangat untuk menyimak materi dari Mr. William gitu. Baik, selanjutnya sebelum acara resmi ditutup, kami mohon bantuannya kepada para peserta untuk mengisi formulir presensi dan survei. Gitu. Jadi diharapkan untuk mengisi survei terlebih dahulu, kemudian mengisi link presensi untuk mendapatkan sertifikat elektroniknya.
Sila bagi 5 markah ya. 5 star.